Welcome back to Off the Docks. We're talking about nothing but Doctor Strange 2 today. So, the John Campea show did a little list of characters that they want or expect to show up in Doctor Strange. I decided to take this a little further. We're going to do whether we think it's likely or not likely for the fans' requests for characters that I've collected in various places on the internet. There are 20 things on
Yeah.
this list. So we're going to go through all of them and give our personal opinion and why we think it will or won't be in the movie. And that's what we're going to start with. Then we're going to get into fan theories about all sorts of things. So be sure to stick around for the end of the
This
video.
video is 4 hours long.
No, 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 no. All right. So first thing, baseline, over under 50%, whether you think it's more likely than 50% or less. The Fantastic Four. Like the whole team.
Okay, that's a tricky one because John Watts is making a Fantastic Four movie that we know is coming in a few years, but
Mm-hmm.
will they introduce their own Fantastic Four now, or will it be like a older version of the Fantastic Four we've already? I don't necessarily know they're going to introduce the entire Fantastic Four in this movie. I think they'll only give us a specific character that we're probably going to talk about later. So I would say under, but only by a little bit. I'm not going like 0%. If I were, maybe like 45%.
Yeah, I agree 100%, honestly. I think some Fantastic Four characters might show up, but I don't think we'll get the whole
Yeah,
team. And that's only because we haven't been introduced to them in the MCU yet. I feel
yeah,
like if we already had Fantastic Four movies for a long time, then it would be a different story. But right now
yeah,
we have no
exactly.
existing Fantastic Four in the MCU, so I don't think they're going to lean into that too much if they're in it.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of my thought. Is that I don't see the whole Fantastic Four showing up before their first movie. It's possible, and if they do, it could be like the version from the like old 2000s movies with like Jessica Alba and shit.
Yeah.
It could be that version, or it could even be like the newer version from what was that movie, like 2015, the Fantastic. Because they were actually planning on putting those characters in Deadpool 2.
That
So
is true.
yeah, I don't know. It's still possible that it's not a new version, but it's a version we've already seen before. But I'm still not confident we're gonna see the whole team.
All right. So, next one, getting a little more specific. This one
Yeah,
is Reed Richards in any capacity.
yeah.
Do you think over
So
under 50% will he be in this movie?
far over 50%. Uh, there's been rumors about specifically Reed Richards in this movie for a long time, and I know it's not true evidence until we see the movie, but there is a shot of a part of the Illuminati that he looks like he's wearing a big ass 4 on his chest. And I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a Reed Richards again. Maybe it's a new one played by like John Krasinski or something, or maybe it's one of the older versions that we've seen. But yeah, I think I gotta take over 50% for specifically Reed Richards.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
Yeah,
with that 100%. I think that there's a lot of things that end up being rumored that never come true, but
yeah,
recently there's a few ones that are just they're so on the nose and so believable. And
yeah.
this was the same case with No Way Home, and a lot of people told me I was crazy. There's no way the other two Spider-Men were going to be in it. And I'm like, "Guys, I'm telling you, they're fucking in
Well, that's
it."
that's the thing about No Way Home though, is that basically all of that started as like a fan theory, right? Like
Yeah.
immediately after Far From Home, people were like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if Daredevil was his fucking lawyer to get him out of this?"
Yeah.
And guess
Yeah.
what happened?
I literally said
And
that on
wouldn't
our
it be
way out of the
cool if we
theater.
got? Yeah, exactly. Everybody was posting that theory online because it was such a cool idea, and like Tobey and Andrew. People have been saying since Into the Spider-Verse came out, like, well, now we need a live-action version with Tobey and Andrew, and and people have been wanting like J.K. Simmons to return as J. Jonah Jameson and Alfred Molina to return as Doc Ock, and so basically all of the big cameos from No Way Home did start as fan theories. So Reed Richards showing up in this movie, I don't think is a huge stretch considering it's called the Multiverse of Madness, and we're getting fucking Patrick Stewart back as Professor Xavier.
Yeah,
Like, of all the things, it's like, really?
Also, with Reed Richards specifically, we don't know for sure that that's the Illuminati, but we're all like 99.9% sure that's the Illuminati.
Yeah, we're pretty positive.
Reed
and
Richards
Reed is on the Illuminati.
The founding member of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty high chance, in my opinion, if you're going to be bringing in Fox characters at all. I think that that's a high contender if the Illuminati's there. Alright, so next one, another Fantastic Four member. Had to be on the list, everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah.
The MCU has been missing Chris Evans. And so one of the biggest fan theories is that Chris Evans will appear in this film not as Captain America, but as Human Torch.
Yeah. It's a fun...
I think, personally, this is under 50%.
Yeah.
Only
for
because
me, it's
Chris
under
Evans
50%
seemed like
as
he
well.
was kind of done with the MCU. And maybe he would do it just for the fuck of it, like he'd think it'd be fun. If he is in the movie,
he can do it for the fun.
I don't think he's going to be a big part. He'll probably be in it for like 30 seconds.
I'm pretty sure he still has like one more movie to do or something. Like, I don't think he's fully done, but I don't think it's going to be as a cameo as a different character. I think it's going to be as like Cap, old Cap or whatever it is,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think he's going to come back as Human Torch. It would be cool and it'd be a funny little cameo, but I'm not thinking if they're not going to bring back the entire Fantastic Four from like the 2005 movies, then I don't think they're just going to bring back Chris Evans, I think it's all of them or Reed Richards, personally.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, moving on from Fantastic Four. Various members of the X-Men. So...
various?
Yeah, so this could be Cyclops, Storm, anybody. Obviously, there's rumors about other bigger members of the franchise, but... Speaking specifically of just X-Men members that were never the main character.
Storm, I can see... there's this big thing going around the internet that Halle Berry cut her hair short and dyed it like a grayish white color. And so that got people like really heavily speculating that Storm's going to be in this movie. And it's like, yeah, I could see that. But on the other hand, it's like, would they really just let her walk around in her Storm hairdo? If they don't want speculation? I mean, maybe that was the point. Maybe they did want that, and it's to get people talking. But either way, yeah, I think she's a good... I still am not 100% sure that she's going to be in there. But we're not talking specifically about Storm. We're talking just various X-Men members. So... that's a hard one because we know for a fact that Xavier's in this movie.
Yeah.
And with him, it's like, sure, they can throw in another X-Men member. Why not?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say over 50. And the only reason I say that is because this is the multiverse. We're seeing a lot of stuff we've never seen before. We're even seeing zombie Avengers, which is something I never thought the MCU would actually do.
Yeah, I know. That's fucking crazy.
So, I mean, if they were jumping through universes and in the background you saw the X-Men fighting something or something like that,
Yeah,
I really don't think I would be that shocked. I'd be hyped, but I don't think I'd
I'm
be that
gonna
shocked.
I'm gonna go like 51%. I'm like, since
Yeah.
Xavier is there and it is a multiverse movie, yeah, I'm gonna go like just above 50 because I'm not like 100% positive we're gonna see an X-Men character in here, but again, having Xavier in there just makes me ever so slightly more positive that it's a possibility.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Specifics.
Okay. Specifics. Okay.
Either version of Magneto.
Mm,
I am going
yeah.
way over 50%.
Yeah. Because not only are you bringing in Xavier, you also have Wanda there.
Exactly.
Wanda's a big one, man. And yes, WandaVision did confirm that her father in the MCU is not Magneto, but that don't mean they're gonna keep it that way after this movie.
My theory for this is that Wanda is going to find out that everything in her life is not as it seems.
Yeah.
I think that there is a pretty good possibility that her parents were not her real parents.
Hmm.
And I think maybe, just maybe, her and Pietro were either abandoned or lost as children, and they were raised in
Okay.
Sokovia. That's my
So they were
theory.
basically adopted,
But they didn't know.
without. Yeah, but they never knew, and hmm. So you think that they could be the children of Magneto?
I think there's a pretty strong possibility that they will retcon it that way once the mutants join the MCU. Whether they'll do it in this
But
movie or not, I don't know. But I do think Magneto will be in this film because of how big of a tie these two characters have in the comics.
I do think like having old Xavier and young Magneto would be cool. But I don't know if you're getting like Patrick Stewart as Xavier. Yeah, I mean, why not get Ian McKellen back as Magneto? Why not get the older version?
Yeah. Well,
From the same
that's another reason
era.
why I think a version of Magneto will show up in this movie. Is because
Yeah,
they were in basically everything together except for Logan. And I'm
true.
sure if they asked Ian McKellen and they said, "Hey, we got an idea to bring you back for like 5 minutes, you don't even have to wear the costume that long," I don't think he would be
Yeah,
that against it.
no, probably not. I mean, really just a jacket and a helmet. Like, it's not that difficult of a costume for him to wear. I don't think he would care much about that. Yeah, I am going over 50, but the hard thing is just like, man, do they make him her father or do they wait? Because if we are like, I'm sure this is gonna come back later, but if we are right in the fact that Wanda might actually do the reverse of House of M and bring in the mutants into the universe,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, that's a strong possibility that we'll see Magneto somewhere in this movie. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with like over 50% for sure.
All right, up next, heavy hitter,
Oh no.
a big one for Wanda. Quicksilver. Do we see
Yeah.
him in this film?
Yeah, so this one was in the John Campia video that I watched earlier, and I'm gonna go over 50. I think it's a strong possibility because we they actually did show in a trailer recently that her kids from WandaVision are in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
If she's seeing some kind of visions of her kids, then I think it's very possible that we see Pietro. And I mean, it could be either version, but I would assume it's going to be the MCU version. But yeah, I'm going to go over 50 for that.
I
I
agree,
think it's a very strong
100%. That's
possibility.
exactly what I was going to say. Because they're focusing so much on her losses in the MCU recently, I think that there is a very high chance we will see some type, even if it's just a flashback, we will see Quicksilver in this movie. All right, next. This is where we get into the far-fetched ones. You ready?
Sure.
Tom Cruise as Iron Man.
This is one that's been around for a while since we knew this movie was a multiverse movie.
Yeah.
And God, I don't know, that's a hard one because it would be really cool, and I do think Tom Cruise would be down to do it. I don't know. Do they bring in Iron Man and have it not be Robert Downey Jr. and instead of be Tom Cruise? That'd be kind of nuts.
It's the
Technically, you could have
multiverse of madness,
both,
dude.
but it is. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's just like I can't decide whether this is just ridiculous or genius.
I would
I'm gonna
say
say,
it's an almost even 50%,
yeah,
but I'm actually going to go under.
that's what I was thinking. Is that if we're not doing like an option of even 50-50, if we did, then yeah, it would be 50-50 for me. But I think I have to go under just because I'm not so confident we're gonna see him. Because that's just an out there one. I know it's Multiverse of Madness, but that would be just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think they would even think of that. That would have to be like a fan theory thing that they were like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. We'll put that in there.
Yeah, that one is, in my opinion, it's a little bit of a stretch. I think
Yeah,
if Marvel Studios sees that that's something that fans want to at least see in some capacity, we might get a cameo of it,
yeah,
if that, if we actually see anything of it. So,
right.
I'm going to go probably like 40% and say I'd say it's possible, but I don't think it's likely because they'd have to find a
Yeah.
way to fit it into the story. All right, next one. Getting a little scary in this one. Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider has been heavily rumored for like a year straight now.
Yeah,
Over under,
true.
do you think Norman Reedus could appear in this movie as Ghost Rider?
That one is, man, I don't know because that it's a cool one, but I'm not sure it's gonna be Norman Reedus. If they put Ghost Rider in this movie, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be like Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider would be fan servicey, but it's not like it's not a huge thing. Like if you put Nick Cage as Ghost Rider in this, it'd get I think a bigger response because that's Nick Cage. He played that role twice, so I would think that they would get a better response or at least a bigger response from Nick Cage. Norman Reedus, I don't know. Norman Reedus has been a fan cast,
For a long
and
time.
they do sometimes go along with some fan casts. Sometimes they actually do like seriously cast a fan cast, and it is cool. It's just that it's always unpredictable, Like, man, I'm gonna say just under 50%. That one is that one's stretching maybe even more than Tom Cruise.
I agree. That's exactly what I was going to say. My
Yeah,
reasoning for it being under 50% is as cool as it would fucking be to see Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider, and I love that idea. Um, I don't see a plausible way for them to work it into the story.
Yeah.
Introducing the MCU Ghost Rider into this movie feels like a little too much. There's already so much going
Yeah.
on. Introducing another new character, they're already introducing America Chavez.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
It's a lot that they're doing
introducing
already.
another new character that's a replacement for an existing character, but a lot of people didn't really care for the Nicolas Cage movie, so I don't really think I
Yeah.
would be that excited if Ghost Rider showed up, and
Yeah. Like I said, it
I
would get
can't
a I
see
think it would
them
get a
fitting him into the movie. So I'd say it's probably like a 30% for me. Like,
yeah.
if it happens, I wouldn't be that shocked, but I'm not going to expect it at all. That's
I
for
guess I
sure.
wouldn't be shocked, yeah, because it's a fan cast that has been going around for a long time. But yeah, I'm like, look at all the shit that we already know is going on. This movie is a sequel to Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
It's a continuation of Wanda's story from WandaVision. It's a fucking continuation of the No Way Home storyline. It's got fucking Professor Xavier. It's introducing America Chavez. There's so much shit going on in this movie. And, like, it's just already bonkers. So, yeah, I can't see them fitting Ghost Rider in there somewhere unless it's like a really pointless cameo. And
Yeah.
obviously, they're gonna have some cool cameos, and like probably they'll go like fall through certain universes, and we'll see some cool shit. But I can't see them shoving in random pointless cameos that don't have some kind of purpose.
All right. Well, since we're talking about Ghost Rider already, with his recent resurgence in Hollywood, do you think it is at all plausible that Nicolas Cage will be in this movie?
Did you get this one from the video?
No, this was on a list online.
Why are people thinking Nicolas Cage is just going to show up in this
I
movie?
don't know.
Like, not as Johnny Cage, not as what the fuck is his name? Not Johnny Cage. It's
Johnny
fucking Mortal
Blaze.
Kombat. Johnny
Johnny
Blaze.
Cage. He's
I
gonna
know.
show
I
up, do the
always.
splits, punch somebody in the nuts, and then run off.
I always get them confused because Johnny Cage, Johnny Blaze, and
And
Nicolas
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage,
God
yeah.
damn it. God damn it. Yeah, no, why would he show up in any capacity other than the Marvel character he's already played? I don't know. If he's not playing Ghost Rider, then hell no, I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that if Ghost Rider shows up, it will be Nicolas Cage, which I actually agree with. If we
Yeah,
get a pointless Ghost Rider cameo, it's gonna be Nicolas Cage.
yeah,
There's no way they'll introduce the MCU to Ghost Rider in like a fucking 2-second cameo. An even more
sure.
far-fetched one. This is like grasping at straws, reaching for anything that fucking could possibly be in a movie. Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I'm
This
going
one is fun.
way under
Yeah,
50 for this, but if it happened,
yeah,
I would
I'm
love it.
going under 50. I mean, it would be bonkers as fuck, and I would love it. But yeah, yeah, I can't see them getting Ben Affleck back in that fucking suit just for like a hey and leaving. I
Yeah,
don't see them doing that,
I don't either.
but it would be so fucking cool if they did.
My main reason I don't think this is going to happen is, again, for the same reason as um, Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider. Is
Yeah,
I I don't see them introducing us to Daredevil in a movie for the first time and it not be Charlie Cox.
yeah,
Because they
I
just
wouldn't.
acknowledged that Charlie Cox is part of the MCU, and we have
Yeah,
not gotten to see him suit up in an MCU property yet. And I
not yet.
really
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
think that the first Daredevil Kevin Feige's going to give us is the one everyone hated.
Yeah, highly unlikely. It would be really fucking funny, but no.
All right, moving on. This is a far-fetched one.
Yes.
I did get this one from John Campia.
Harry Potter.
No. The 90s animated X-Men.
Yeah, I loved this topic on the video. I was just like, he's kind of got a point because you do see an animated universe in the trailer.
And
So,
they
like,
just
man,
announced that they are
reviving
relaunching the
the
90s
90s
animated series,
animated
which
show.
is the best fucking adaptation of the X-Men that we have ever had outside of the comics, in my opinion. Like, it is so fucking good. It's so fun to watch. All the characters are so well adapted. I am more excited for this one than I think it's actually possible, but
Yeah.
I'd say this is like a 49%.
Yeah,
I
I'm
could go
going
either
under.
way with it because we do see an animated universe, but I
Yeah,
think that the animated universe is going to be one of the what if universes.
I think it's going to be the Captain Carter universe because we see her shield
Yeah,
on the poster.
I agree.
And I think it would be cool to see her in live action. I think it would be really cool to get that actress back as Peggy Carter and put her in that suit
I would
for a
love
scene
that.
or two. But I'm gonna guess like the dots just connect there, right? Like we see the shield on the poster. We
Mm-hmm.
know they're going to an animated universe. As like it's just the obvious connection that it's gonna be the Captain Carter universe.
I agree. I think that that's more likely. Because I've been saying, with the way they did Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and the first one opens with the 60s
Yeah,
cartoon
I
theme,
was just gonna say
I have been
that.
saying that when the MCU does X-Men, they should have an orchestrated version of the 90s theme play as the theme for
It
the
would be
movie.
so good.
And watch all the 90s kids be like,
No, for sure, dude. The funny thing is that if they hadn't changed the directors, I think Michael Giacchino would be going this movie, but now it's Danny Elfman because he's friends with Sam Raimi.
dude, I cannot wait to hear the score for this movie.
We've already talked about, like, I mean, me too. I can't wait for the score for this movie, but I'm also kind of worried. But
Yeah.
that's for another topic for another time.
All right. Moving on. We just brought up Sam
Yeah.
Raimi. Sam Raimi is the director of my favorite superhero movie.
Ash versus the evil that no. Army
Spider-Man
of
2.
Darkness.
Do we think that Tobey Maguire is going to be in this? And I'm going to say, just because Tobey in an interview recently said he does not think his chapter as Spider-Man is closed, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's above 50%. I don't think it's a guarantee, but I think with Sam Raimi's involvement, the hype from No Way Home, I think that there's a possibility here, like a strong possibility.
I think this is gonna be the first one where we disagree. I think I'm going under 50, not by a whole lot, but I don't think because yes, Sam Raimi being in there is a pointer, but it's like I don't really because take Sam Raimi out of it because he wasn't actually supposed to be directing this movie at first.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he came in and was like, okay, now I'm gonna put my Spider-Man in here because he's gonna be coming up in the movie before this. You know, I don't think he did that.
Yeah.
And other than that, there's really no reason for me to believe that he was gonna show up in this movie. Like I would totally believe that he does because you know Doctor Strange and him interacted in the last movie, so I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't have any real reason to believe that he would show up in this movie other than Sam Raimi is directing it.
Also,
So,
fun fact for people who don't remember this, in Spider-Man 2, when they're brainstorming names at the Daily Bugle for Doc Ock, Sam Raimi's brother actually says Doctor Strange, and they say
I
that
like
that
it.
name is already taken. So that means that it is possible one of the Doctor Strange variants could be from Tobey Maguire's universe.
Plot twist: Bruce Campbell was never Mysterio. He was actually Doctor Strange.
If we see Tobey Maguire in this movie, depending on the
Topher
capacity
Grace.
that we see, no, fuck no. Depending on the capacity that we see him in,
Mr.
what
Ditkovich, I'm
is your
sorry.
over under percentage on
Right.
seeing Mary Jane?
Uh, what is Mary Jane? Can I spend it? No, but you can smoke it. um, no. If Tobey Maguire shows up, higher than Tobey Maguire himself. So I would go slightly over 50. In the realm where Tobey Maguire definitely shows up. I'm still gonna say maybe not completely positive on that because she wasn't in No Way Home and she kind of made comments about that saying like I want to come back, and I don't think they were just like okay and then shot a cameo for her at the last minute. So I'm not completely positive on it, but I'll say like over 50 if Tobey Maguire is in this.
I agree. I think if Tobey Maguire is in it, one of the things people really wanted to see with No Way Home was Toby and MJ together still.
Yeah,
I think there's a pretty strong chance if Tobey Maguire is in this, she will be in it. Just for a little glimpse.
for sure.
Um
Yeah,
However, if Tobey Maguire's in it, I'd say it's more likely that it would be just Tobey Maguire.
true.
So I'd
I
say
don't
it's
think
like
that.
51%
Yeah,
If Tobey Maguire's in it. If Tobey Maguire's not in it, it's 0%.
yeah. There's no way we're seeing Kirsten Dunst and not Tobey Maguire. You know.
All right. The next one, a big one, a heavy hitter. Everyone wants it. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Yeah, this one is interesting because a while ago I would have said no fucking way. Logan was the end of that story, and you don't need him back. Fucking Patrick Stewart back as Charles Xavier. So now I'm like, that's tricky. Wasn't there a thing going around the internet like last month or something, or a couple months ago, where he literally just posted a photo with Kevin Feige without any context at all?
Yes. Yes, there was. However, the only thing I will say about that, as it is suspicious, I will say that.
Don't be
Kevin
suspicious.
Feige also worked as an executive producer on the X-Men franchise. So,
Yes,
they do know each other. This
I'm
isn't
not saying they
like,
didn't. I knew they. I figured they knew each other,
yeah,
but the fact that he just posted that picture without any context,
while
and
there
there
were
have been
rumors,
huge
yeah.
rumors about him being back, that's a tricky one, man.
I I
Um,
think personally, for me, it's like 49%.
yeah,
I think
I was
it's,
gonna go like right under 50.
yeah, I think it's definitely possible, but I won't guarantee it. Mostly because Hugh Jackman has been adamant that he's not coming back. He's been
Yeah,
trying to distance himself from his Wolverine image. He's been doing musicals and things like that. He really does not want to be Wolverine forever.
yeah,
And
he doesn't seem like he wants to come back.
I think that his feeling towards this would be that if he comes back, he's just resparking all of the "you're Wolverine" shit. Everyone just
Yeah,
sees him as
because
Wolverine, and they refuse to see any of his other movies because he's not Wolverine. And
the thing is that to me, it's that we're eventually gonna get another actor for Wolverine. So it's just like if they bring him back, it's kind of like, well, now you're outshining whoever they cast as the new guy because everyone wants you as Wolverine.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't think he's coming back. And personally, as cool as it would be to see him in this movie, I'm fine with that. Logan was like a perfect send off for his character. So I'm completely content with never seeing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again.
Yeah, same. I think Logan was perfect and we don't need to see him again. Captain Carter. I'm
Well,
going
100%.
yeah, I'm going 100% just cuz it's on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
poster. I
Her
don't
shield's on the
Yeah,
poster.
and it's
There's
very
no way she's not in
obviously
here.
on the poster. It's not like they tried to hide it.
Yeah.
Like it's very obvious.
No,
It's
it's
huge.
just there.
I I'm gonna say 100%. But especially
I'm
with the people noticing that there's an animated universe in the trailers, I
Yeah,
definitely think that's gonna be her universe.
absolutely. I would be really shocked if somehow the fucker who made that poster got away with putting Captain Carter's shield on that thing when she's not in the movie. Like,
Agreed. Yeah.
I would be really shocked.
That guy is gonna get fired because he's gonna catch some
Yeah.
fucking heat when this movie comes out when the fans are like, "Where the
Oh
fuck
yeah.
is she, bitch?"
That'd be fucking crazy.
The backlash they would get for that.
Oh yeah, because they fucking somehow put it on the poster when it wasn't even in the movie.
All right, speaking of things that are allegedly hidden in the poster,
Allegedly.
Deadpool, over or under 50%.
This is such a weird one because Ryan Reynolds is really like adamant that he's not in this movie, but so the fuck was Andrew Garfield about Spider-Man No Way Home.
Sooner or later,
So,
we'll catch this
goddamn.
motherfucker slipping like we caught Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
I'm not the werewolf.
that's the werewolf. God damn it. Yeah, God, man. I'm gonna say, considering they already kind of confirmed that he's gonna be a part of the MCU, I'm gonna say over 50%, but like I don't know, like 55% around there. I'm not like 100% confident he definitely is in this movie, but it would not shock me.
Yeah, agreed. I do
Yeah.
think that whatever the fuck that is in the poster, it does
Yeah.
look like Deadpool. I'm not even gonna bullshit.
Yeah, it looks pretty unless that was some weird coincidence where some picture they used ended up looking like Deadpool in like a Rorschach type of way. I think it looks like Deadpool. So
Yeah, it looks like one of the Deadpool promo posters where he's like putting his finger over his mouth and looking directly
yeah,
at the camera. It looks
yeah, it looks like
exactly.
they
People
used
have
that.
put them side by side, and it looks exactly like that.
Yeah, it
I'm not
looks
gonna
like they
say
took
it's
the poster
100%,
image.
but I'd say it's like 51% in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think there's
like,
definitely a chance. There's a pretty high chance,
yeah,
and he seems like the type of asshole who would definitely enjoy fucking with the fans and being like, I'm not in it, I don't know what you're talking about.
oh yeah, he's eating this shit up if he is in the movie,
Oh
and
yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
yeah,
He's
no,
probably
I'm
like,
not in it.
I know you all want me, but you know, can't have me. You know, that's
Absolutely.
exactly his attitude towards everything. So I would not
Oh
be
yeah,
surprised at all if he's in this. All right, this one's another reach.
Halo.
Edward Norton's Hulk.
Yeah, this one was in the John Campia video too. This one was so fucking interesting, man. God, that's so. The thing is that it's really cool. But technically, Edward Norton is the MCU Hulk. They
Yeah,
did change actors, but he is still technically supposed to be the same Hulk. It's not like Eric Bana. You know, like Eric Bana showing up would be a multiverse Hulk.
mm-hmm.
But Edward Norton is technically part of the MCU, and they left on very bad terms last time.
See,
with their Hulk movie.
that's exactly why I don't think this will happen. I think it's definitely
Yeah,
under 50% if it does happen.
yeah,
But it's low. I'd say it's like 25%, if that.
yeah.
It's,
I'm going in somewhere in the 30s or 20s. I'm just like, I don't think so.
yeah, Edward Norton and Marvel, not really friends.
Yeah, but dude, fucking imagine that if behind the scenes they worked out a deal and he shows up in this fucking movie, even for like a scene, that'd be crazy.
Dude, honestly, there's a lot of stuff I like about Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, but he is still my favorite Hulk.
Oh
Edward
yeah,
Norton's
I mean, I
Hulk,
fucking love that first movie.
I loved his portrayal of Bruce Banner and like his internal struggle, and the way his Hulk looked
Yeah,
was way more menacing than Mark Ruffalo's. And I would love to see that Hulk, even if Edward Norton isn't actually Edward Norton in the movie.
uh-huh.
If we got to see that Hulk fucking up a bunch of people,
Yeah, it's basically just a CGI Hulk that looks like the Hulk from the first one.
yeah,
That
I,
would be dope.
I would be so hyped.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm going under 50 for sure. I don't think that it would work out at all.
Alright, this one is pretty wild, but it is a multiverse of madness. So,
Yes.
Chris Evans as a Hydra agent Captain America.
I like this one. I haven't heard this one yet.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't heard that theory at all, but that's cool. Um, yeah, that one's tricky. I don't think so. I think under 50, but it's a cool idea,
I think
and
under
I
50
would
as
love
well.
it. Yeah,
I'd say that one is pretty low, in my opinion, just because I think if they have Chris Evans make a random ass cameo in this movie, I do think it's going to be
yeah.
Human Torch. I think that's more likely
I would,
than Hydra Captain
yeah,
America.
then Hydra Cap. Yeah, I think that would be more likely. That or just, check on old Steve for some reason, but yeah,
Yeah, for
I
no
think
for no
either of
reason.
those. Yeah, I would consider those more likely than Hydra Cap, but that would be cool. That would definitely be cool.
All right, that wraps up our cameos list.
Damn,
An hour later.
damn.
All right.
So,
Now, cameo wish list. Is there anyone not on this list that you really want to be in this movie for no reason other than your own self indulgence, basically? For your own
oh,
selfish purposes.
absolutely.
Who do you think needs to be in this movie for no reason at all?
For no reason at all, I'll give you my number one answer, and it's because I've been waiting for this motherfucker to show up ever since Disney bought Fox. Victor Von Doom, bro. I need him to show up eventually. God damn it! And I need a good Victor Von Doom.
That is a great answer, and it's not at all what I expected. But
No.
I'm okay with that. I would be very hyped if Doom was an after credit scene or something for this movie.
That's what, I don't know if we'll talk about this like in our ultimate theories. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for theories because I had another thought that was gonna branch off of that, but I'll save it for the actual theories segment. Yeah, Victor Von Doom. I know I really want. Not gonna happen, but it would be so cool.
My cameo wish
Yeah,
for this movie is your boy that's in every fucking Sam Raimi movie.
I was gonna talk about him
I
when we got to the theories.
I really want Bruce Campbell to cameo not just in the film, but as either one, Mysterio, because he didn't get to play Mysterio for Spider-Man 4, or
Yeah.
two, which is the one I really, really, really want, but for legal reasons it might be difficult. Ash from Evil Dead. The reason I want this is
Yes, I
because
know.
Marvel has a comic storyline called Marvel Zombies versus the Army of Darkness, where Ash
Yeah,
falls through the multiverse and has to help the Avengers in the Marvel Zombies universe defeat the
so
zombies. And
cool.
he fights Zombie Spider-Man and he hangs out with the Avengers for a while and he hits on some of the women and talks a lot of shit. And it's
I fucking
exactly
love it,
everything
man.
I love about Ash in Marvel, which is even better. So,
Man, I
given
wanna.
the fact that this is a Sam Raimi movie, Bruce Campbell is in every Sam Raimi movie, and also they do actually show at least a Marvel zombie in live action in this film.
Oh yeah,
I
I
would
want.
put this one 50-50. I don't think if he shows up, he'll be Ash. But
If he shows up, probably not as Ash. I'm gonna go like 99.99999% that Bruce Campbell is in this fucking movie somewhere.
exactly,
Uh,
yeah.
but but as Ash, that's a little less likely to me.
But I want it. It's my wish
I know.
list. That's what I want. That's
I,
if
I
I could
want.
pick anybody to be in this fucking movie, it's Ash, okay? I need that.
I want a scene where, where Stephen Strange has to fucking have a conversation and put up with the bullshit of Ash and Deadpool at the same time.
That would be the exact that would be the same energy as Tony Stark having to try to talk to Star-Lord.
Yeah. Oh god, those scenes in Infinity War were the fucking best.
That would him trying to reason with Ash, who is like the dumbest fucking person on the planet. Would
It's
be
so
the
funny.
greatest fucking scene. Like, I would love that so much because Strange is such a good, like, straight man in his movies. Like, he cracks
Yeah.
jokes, but he's really, like, a
Yeah, he's
stoic
always
type
like
character.
stern and straight, yeah.
Yeah. So to see him play off of Bruce Campbell in any
He's
capacity
so
would be
good.
extremely fun because Bruce Campbell's so fucking good at those snarky, dumb, smart ass roles, dude. Like, I would kill to see anything with them. Even if he was Mysterio
I,
or something, I still want to see them
yeah.
talk to each other. I want to see a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are we getting okay,
this is the theory part of the video.
the theory part.
And I
Okay.
will wrap this into the other part of the video that we had discussed before I turned the camera on. So,
Okay.
there is a new TV spot that shows a
Yeah.
blood-soaked Wanda crushing the head of an Ultron bot.
Fucking freaky, bro.
Here's my theory. This is my crazy tinfoil hat theory, so strap in for this one, motherfucker. It looks like she's in the Illuminati chambers, okay?
Yes.
Obviously, that's where the Ultron bots were, so we're being led to believe that that's in that place, right?
Yeah.
My theory is that she's not covered in oil from the robots.
Yeah.
I think she is
Pretty
going
red oil.
I think she is going to kill the entire Illuminati single-handedly.
I was gonna say, like, for some reason, she sees the Illuminati as her enemy. I was gonna say that at least she's gonna fucking Dark Phoenix the crap out of Professor Xavier again.
I
like
agree.
just obliterate him with her mind.
Now, the reason I think that this holds any weight at all is because there was a allegedly leaked concept art that came out forever ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, but it
I might
was...
have. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I might have though.
If this is true, then I'm sorry, guys, but we don't know if it's real or not. It holds a little more weight now that we know Patrick Stewart's in it, but there was a concept art of Wanda in a gray shirt flying and fighting against Professor Xavier in the flying yellow chair from the comics.
God, that would be so fucking insane, dude.
It is entirely possible that they have some crazy huge telepathic battle We'll get to see Charles Xavier use his telekinetic powers for the first time in live action.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go a step further. I think that head she's holding is digitally changed in that trailer. Because if you look at it, her magic is red, yeah? So like when she picks stuff up, there's like red glows around it.
Yeah.
There is a part of the head that, for whatever reason, doesn't have that effect on it.
Okay.
And I think that is because Marvel did their typical digital altering of trailers. I think they are covering the Cerebro helmet.
Oh, so it's gonna look like... So that's the thing, is that if it's his head, then, man, they're gonna have to really cut around that, because it's like, well, this movie is PG-13, not rated R. So you think they're gonna cover it up with the Cerebro helmet?
I think either it is going to be his head with the Cerebro helmet on it still, or it's going to be like the Cerebro helmet with blood dripping from it.
Covered in blood. I am sure that some, if not a lot, of this trailer has been altered digitally to cover shit up, because that's just what they do. But man, that would be, yeah, that's not a bad theory.
That's a level of dark
his head
that Marvel has not reached yet. And if anybody has the balls to come through and tell everybody to go fuck themselves, it's Sam Raimi. If we're gonna get a horror-inspired scene, it's gonna be Sam Raimi. And it's very clearly Carrie inspiration with the way the blood is poured on her.
100%.
I think, because there are other shots of her in this outfit in the trailer. And I think that concept art is real. I think that she's going to fight Charles Xavier. I think she's going to kill him.
Yeah.
But I have another part to this theory. Plot twist. Okay. We have been focusing solely on the losses of Wanda for a long time here. She lost her parents because of the stuff that happened before Avengers 2. She lost her brother in Avengers 2. Then she lost the love of her life, and then the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Doctor Strange, so far, has not lost anyone.
Yeah.
I think that there is a shot of Wanda with blood all over her, and John Campia pointed this out too, where she has the red eyes and everything, like she's fully going for it.
Yeah.
And it looks like she's in a hospital. I think that there is a very high chance that if Wanda goes bad in this movie, she is going to kill the love of Strange's life so that he knows where she's coming from.
Damn. Man, damn, dude. I think that would be so fucking nuts. Because there is a shot in one of the trailers where we see Doctor Strange at Christine's wedding, but she's not getting married to him, she's getting married to someone else. So I'm curious if that's going to be a multiverse thing, or if that's like going to be like at the beginning of the movie where they didn't really get back together, but they're friends now.
I think that that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be that Steven still loves her, but she can't be with him.
Yeah.
And then they're going to fucking Amazing Spider-Man to us. And just as you think everything's going to be fine, here comes Wanda after slaughtering the Illuminati. And she's going to fucking kill Christine right in front of Steven, and there's not going to be a fucking thing he could do about it.
It's crazy that Wanda is probably going to be the villain in this movie. because what my ultimate assumption is that whatever happened at the end of No Way Home still hasn't been completely fixed. So the multiverse is fucking up the world, and that's where the plot is going to start. So Strange goes to Wanda for help to see if she knows anything about the multiverse. But she is going to discover that she might be able to see her kids again through the multiverse if she uses the Darkhold and tries to reach them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I don't think it's a very far limb to go out on to say that she's gonna be the villain because she's trying to get her kids back.
I think
I
that
mean,
that's
like the
exactly
post-credit
the angle
scene,
they're going with. And the only reason
and
that I think that that's a guarantee is because they keep cracking down on how broken and sad and lost she is.
yeah.
They just
Well,
made
then
it known
there's
that she's a Nexus being and that she's pure chaos and all this
she
stuff.
has chaos magic, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That she there is that fucking post-credit scene at the end of WandaVision, right, where she hears her kids as she's going through the Darkhold in astral projection.
Exactly.
Like, that's the thing that's gonna be the kickoff to me that of her becoming a villain is that she like needs to get her kids back through fucking with the Darkhold and shit she doesn't understand, and it's just gonna snowball into shit that's worse and worse and worse until the Illuminati feels they have to get involved because of how fucked she and Doctor Strange has made everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be because wasn't there like a there was like a little blurb in that post-credit scene for WandaVision that people thought they might have edited out Doctor Strange,
Yeah, there were a
right?
ton of rumors that Doctor Strange was supposed to be in it, and then there was a rumor that they changed it at the last second because she's going to be in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because the I think that the post-credit scene might have been longer to set up Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but they probably figured that it was too early and that they would probably just show the trailer show the trailer instead at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home because COVID fucked shit up, and
Mm-hmm.
so they had to scramble their entire release schedule. So that's probably one of the reasons if they did change the post-credit scene at all, that's probably why.
Yeah. So I have
But yeah.
another minor dark theory.
Ooh, Siri.
In the event that Wanda is really going on this massive killing spree,
Everybody die.
Wong.
Yeah, that's
Wong
literally exactly
is
what I was just
the
thinking of.
Sorcerer Supreme,
Mm-hmm.
and it is his responsibility to stop Wanda no matter what if she is a threat to reality, which means that he would have to fight her to the death. I think that it's very possible she's going to kill Wong in this movie.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna keep Wong as Sorcerer Supreme for long. And really, the only way you can do that is killing them off. It's not like he
Mm-hmm.
can be like, okay, you're Sorcerer Supreme again. It's like, no, he is now Sorcerer Supreme
Yep.
because Doctor Strange disappeared for 5 years. So, yeah, I think she's killing Wong. Uh, you know what, actually? Gonna rewind a bit because there's another character, or I should say pair of characters maybe, that we didn't talk about that I think do have a high possibility of being in this movie, and that's Shang-Chi and Katie.
Yeah, as we were talking about Wong, I just remember that as well.
That's exactly why I was just like, Wong literally takes Shang-Chi and Katie into the sanctum, and that's the last we see of him. So while I don't think they're going to play a significant role, I think just seeing them in passing is a pretty high possibility.
What if, small, small possibility. Shang-Chi is in
Well,
this movie,
see?
and the cameo he will have is that just as Wong is about to die, he opens a portal, and Shang-Chi punches Scarlet Witch with the 10 rings, and just barely gets Wong to safety before the portal closes.
I mean, that would be cool. That's an out there, theory, though.
I think if Wong were to escape, it's not that bad of a theory.
No, not at all.
Only because you would need something fucking strong to knock Scarlet Witch back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it took Thanos
Absolutely.
and an entire Infinity Gauntlet with all the stones to slow her down.
More than that, because she was about to fuck him up and he had to rain fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To stop her.
So Thanos, a Titan, couldn't even take her. So you would need
with Infinity Stones
with some kind of cosmic power to at least stun her. It wouldn't knock her out.
Yeah.
But it would knock her back a little.
Yeah, and they know the rings are cosmic, they just don't know where they're from yet. So, yeah, if he does escape, that's not a bad theory, using the 10 rings.
I don't think Katie will do anything. I don't think an arrow is gonna save.
I think Aquafina might be there just because if Shang-Chi's there, then she's probably going to be there since they both went together at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think she's going to do anything. She'll be there to crack a joke or two, and it'll be funny. But, yeah.
I think if they are in the movie, it's more likely that they'll be at the beginning. And they'll be
that's what I was going to say. They'll be at the beginning.
On their way out the door or some shit, and then that's
it. Yeah. That's the kind of cameo I have in mind where if with the first scene we get with Wong will probably involve. Well, that's the thing. We don't really know when Shang-Chi takes place in all this because Wong left, right? He left in No Way Home to someplace to the other sanctum in where was it, right? It's all snowy and shit. It was like in China or something.
There is one in China.
Yeah. And so he leaves, and then he hasn't come back by the end of the movie. So it's like, did Shang-Chi take place before No Way Home?
It's a good possibility it came out before No Way Home.
Yeah. So I think that's probably it. And then if that's the case, then yeah, they probably won't show up because they'll be off doing something else.
But boy, would it be sick.
Either way.
If the two big Asian superheroes they have right now fucked up Scarlet Witch just enough to escape.
To save Wong,
awesome.
Yeah. So one of the theories that I was gonna branch off of the Doctor Doom thing is I'm not saying I'm 100% positive on this, but to me it would be really cool if the post-credit scene or one of the post-credit scenes of this movie was the reveal of Galactus.
I think that is a very strong possibility.
I think that it's about time. I don't think they're going to get to him right away. I think it will be more of a Thanos situation where they show him or they tease him at the end of the movie, and then over time, maybe in like Fantastic Four 2 or 3 is when we're going to get Galactus to really show up. But I think it would be kind of cool to show him.
I could just imagine looking out on some galaxy somewhere, and it's just silent, and then all of a sudden there's this big lightning storm out of nowhere, and you just see his silhouette.
Yeah.
And then
that would be so
the
fucking
whole
sick.
theater would be like, ah!
That'd be so good. That'd be so fucking good.
Including me, by the way. The second I see Galactus,
oh hell
I'm
yeah,
be like, oh, it's Galactus. I did that with Andrew Garfield, even though I knew he was going to be in Spider-Man, so...
I know.
Dude.
It's like, we all fucking knew it, but damn, it was still something else to be able to actually watch that for the first time.
I know. I literally grabbed Manuel.
I know.
As soon as I saw Andrew Garfield's mask in the alleyway, I grabbed his arm and was like, it's Andrew Garfield!
That's so fucking good.
And that would be my exact reaction if we get Galactus in this. I would freak out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It would be so fucking crazy. You don't have to, like, confirm an actor for him yet or anything. Just show, like, a silhouette or some kind of CG version of him. Just as a tease. It would be really cool.
I have a loose theory for how I think this movie could end.
Yeah.
And it hinges on a lot of other things I theorized about earlier.
Right.
If, and this is a very big if, they actually do retcon Wanda's parents and Magneto is her father.
Mm-hmm.
My theory is that they will copy Avengers Disassembled.
Mm.
And that after all of the shit happens in this movie, Magneto will come and save his daughter. And they will leave.
That would be great.
Personally, I would, if they do that, I would prefer it to be Michael Fassbender.
It would be like
But
a more reasonable age range.
But I would not be surprised if it's a new actor.
Yeah.
But either way, I want Magneto in this movie, and that, if my theory were to come true, that is the only way I could see it happening in a big way. Is that he shows up after she finds out that her father is someone else, and then he finally comes to help her. That way, if there is some crazy parent twist, it's actually relevant to something that happens in the movie.
Yeah. I think that this movie is gonna end... I think it's possible this movie ends slightly unresolved.
Agreed.
I don't think... Huh?
I said agreed.
I don't think that they're gonna figure everything out. Like, it's possible that they end up fixing the multiverse shit, but Wanda is still gonna be a problem. Or vice versa, where Wanda won't be a problem anymore, but the multiverse shit is still going on.
I think what is going to happen is that Wanda will be on the fence at the end of the movie. And if we do get an unresolved ending, I think it will be that either she creates the mutants, or that she crashes a mutant universe with our current MCU universe.
Yeah.
In some crazy, rules of the universe breaking moment, she's going to slam the universes together because in that universe, her brother is alive.
Yeah.
And her kids
that would
exist.
Be
and
crazy.
I think that is a pretty realistic idea for if she breaks the universe. I think that's how she would do it.
That would be, yes. She finds a universe where her brother and her kids are alive. That'd be fucking
and
crazy.
Vision and all
that's
that stuff.
Actually, I was just about to say that. Is Is it possible White Vision shows up in this movie?
I think so. I think it's very possible. The reason for that is
That would be
because
crazy.
White Vision in WandaVision got Vision's memories.
Yeah. So he's technically Vision
He's
again.
technically Vision, yeah. He's just
Yeah.
out there somewhere.
So what if like the ending of this movie is like Vision coming to like save her, calm her down and shit? Like that would be crazy. Like he just shows up out of nowhere,
I'll do you one better.
or they go, "I'll do you one better." Why is Gamora?
No. What if
Oh.
the head that
Yeah.
she's holding, the reason it looks weird is because
No.
it's Vision's head?
No. God damn you.
What if Vision comes and tries to stop her, and she won't listen to him because he's not the real Vision, and she fucking kills him because he won't stop?
That would be crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Everybody dies in this movie, and it's all Wanda's fault. That's my theory. Fucking everybody.
She's killing him. And then she's gonna kill me. Oh my god. God damn it.
You know,
Shit.
if
Either
they do
way, I
clash
think
the universes together, like I think is gonna happen, it would allow
Yeah.
them to cherry pick actors they do and don't want to keep from the Fox universe.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously they plan on keeping Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Probably all the characters from his movies, like Domino and Teenage Warhead and Cyclops.
Colossus.
Probably Cyclops, fucking Colossus. Cyclops. That's a different character. Yeah, I think all of them would be the same, and then they would probably cherry pick different characters. I think they would probably use most of the younger actors, but it's possible they bring in like I don't know Halle Berry as Storm instead of the other girl or something like that.
I actually think that when the universes clash, I think that we'll be introduced to her in Africa.
Yeah,
I think she will show up in Black Panther 2 as a mutant.
that's a high possibility. I like that idea.
Because she has a very close relationship with T'Challa in the comics. So I would not
Yeah.
be surprised if they bring her in as a main character for Black Panther 2.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy.
But that all rides on the idea that she will clash the universes together in order to bring mutants to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, in my opinion, would probably mean we would get a new actress for Storm if they are going to introduce her that way. That she spent her whole life living in Africa and all that.
Probably.
I think that we'd get a new actress. Which I'm fine with.
It'd be easier to hide her casting in Black Panther 2.
Yeah. I think if we see Storm in this movie, it will be Halle Berry. But I think if we see Storm after this, it'll be a new actress.
I'm with you on that. I think if we see any of these like legacy characters from X-Men or Fantastic Four, it'll be classic actors we recognize, but afterwards it'll be new characters. I mean, new actors.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think personally, if I had my pick, if I could just cherry pick a couple people, I would definitely take Michael Fassbender.
I'm definitely taking Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy.
Yeah. If we could just keep those two and then just replace the X-Men with the 90s lineup,
yeah,
I'm set. That's all I need. Just give me an Xavier and a Magneto we already like. Throw away the stuff that didn't work and restart.
Yeah, I don't think so. If she's doing it to get her brother back, we're not gonna get the Evan Peters version. But at the same time, if it happened anyways and her brother isn't technically a part of it, I'm gonna assume if they keep people from the Young X-Men, that they'll keep Evan Peters as Quicksilver. He was a huge part of people like loving the past couple of movies. Even the ones that people fucking hated.
That is true.
They loved Quicksilver.
Also, to bring that back around, he was struggling with whether he was going to tell Magneto he was his son or not in that universe. So that version of Quicksilver also wants a family. So if they were to meet each other, that would probably be a tipping point for Wanda.
That'd be crazy, yeah. And he would also look like this fake version of her brother that she's already seen.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be insane.
But that could be a revelation for Wanda that perhaps Agatha based him off of the wrong Quicksilver.
The wrong Pietro, yeah.
But for her to know that
possible.
her family is technically still out there, I think
and
it's
that would
definitely
also be
going to be the
crazy
reason she's a villain. I think that's definitely going to be her motivation.
Oh yeah, the family for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He had a Wanda in his universe. He had a little sister that you saw in Days of Future Past. But he never named her, but she had red hair and it was his little sister, so it was definitely Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I wonder if they plan to ever do anything with that.
Probably not. I think that it was there as an Easter egg for that he has a sister, but because Marvel owned the rights to Scarlet Witch, I don't think they were ever going to do anything with her.
Well, they owned the rights to both, but did Age of Ultron come out before or after Days of Future Past?
I think it was before.
I wonder if maybe they wanted to set that up and then didn't do anything with that because
no,
Marvel was already using
first a year before.
That came out a year before? Okay.
So that was probably something they discussed behind closed doors ahead of time.
Yeah. They might have been like, okay, you get to use Quicksilver, but we get to use Scarlet Witch because, they killed off Quicksilver like super early in Age of Ultron. So
that was probably part of their deal. They were probably like, listen, we're going to use Quicksilver, but we'll kill him off so there's no confusion. And then you guys can use Quicksilver, but not Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. I would bet that was probably something they worked out. Which is kind of crazy. Anyways, any other, big bonkers theories? I don't know. Other than cameos, I'm not sure I have any because I don't know what the fuck to expect from this movie, man.
My biggest theory is that they are either going to do the Avengers Disassembled ending, or they're going to do the reverse of House of M, where she erases the mutants, and in this case, it will be creating the mutants. Or,
that's
crazy-ass theory, they will do both mixed together. She will clash the universes together, and in the new timeline that she's created, all of the mutants exist now, and Magneto will come and take her, and then the movie will just fucking end like the Thanos snap. And they're just gonna leave you sitting there like the punk bitch that you are, and there's nothing you could do about it, and you just gotta sit there and be sad that all these people just fucking died.
What the fuck? And then at the end, they're like, "Hey, Galactus."
Bro.
As
if that movie would need any more mindfucks.
I know. God, I wonder what the evil Doctor Strange is going to be used for. Like, it seems they're going to ask him for help of some kind, or he's there to fight.
Oh, okay. Another theory. Another theory, since you brought that up. I got you. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
That is the Doctor Strange from What If.
I'm
And,
like 99% sure that's supposed to be the same one, yeah.
okay, so hear me out. That Doctor Strange, who did he lose?
Christine.
Christine.
Yep.
What if him losing Christine and turning evil is Wanda's motivation for killing Christine to try to get to Steven?
She sees that version of Steven and that's where she gets the idea. That'd be fucking crazy.
Maybe she will kill Christine to show Doctor Strange that he's no better than them.
Fucking imagine that shit. She kills Christine, Amazing Spider-Man 2 style, and then she creates mutants, and then the movie just fucking ends.
Whoa, not just that. Not just that. Don't forget, she kills Charles Xavier.
Xavier. And then
Imagine
Christine.
the whole world is relieved and shocked and in awe that Patrick Stewart has returned. And Wanda just fucking butchers his ass in front of everybody.
That'd be
And
fucking nuts.
then kills the love of Doctor Strange's life. Possibly kills his partner / best friend. Creates mutants.
God.
And then just dips.
And then fucking dips. Movie's over. Go fuck yourself. That'd be so crazy, dude.
That would be the
I'm not putting
wildest...
anything past you. Cause you fucking you predicted like all of No Way Home.
That is true. That is true.
Beyond the obvious shit like the Spider-Man showing up, like you got that Aunt May was gonna fucking die, and that all this shit.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I called literally walking out of the theater from Far From Home. I was like, yo, how crazy would it be if fucking Daredevil was his lawyer? Then that came true. Then we were fucking having fan theories, and I was like, sitting around fucking around. And I said, hey, if this is the spell thing that goes wrong, that's kind of like when Aunt May got shot. Maybe she'll die or almost die. So I think that there's enough here that it will go towards either of those storylines or a new version that'll be mixed between House of M and Avengers Disassembled. I think that it'll mostly be Avengers Disassembled because we don't have the X-Men or anything yet. But I think
either way that this movie is gonna be our introduction to the MCU X-Men.
Agreed.
In one way or another.
Also, it's pretty cool because Gambit is also a magic-based mutant. So...
That is true.
He would have something in common with Wanda.
Yeah. That'd be... God damn. I just need to see this movie now. Can it be a month yet?
Dude, that is my tinfoil hat theory. Granted, my tinfoil hat theory came true last time, so if this happens, I guess we'll just come to me for everything. But I think there is
are Marvel?
I think there is a pretty strong possibility that Scarlet Witch will kill a lot of people in this movie. At the very least, at the very least, I think she's definitely going to kill Charles Xavier. That's my big theory.
Fucking slaughtering the entire Illuminati because they're multiverse variants.
Mr. Fantastic is here, dead.
God, that would piss off so many people, but I'd be here for it.
Dude,
because we're gonna get
the shock factor
alternate
of this
versions
movie
anyway.
is about to be fucking wild. Because here's the thing. So John Campia said on his show, I think last week or at some point, I listen to it while I'm at work sometimes with my headphones in.
Yeah.
And he said that somebody he had contacted at Disney told him they will not be screening Doctor Strange at CinemaCon.
Yes.
Because
he said it like
there are more surprises in Doctor Strange, and this is coming from an anonymous source within either Marvel or Disney.
Yeah.
There are more surprises in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness than there are in Infinity War, Endgame, and No Way Home put together.
Combined, bro. Like, you can't just say these things.
No. Which, in my opinion, makes me think that my tinfoil hat theory is not that far-fetched anymore.
Nothing's far-fetched. If that's the truth, if that's the honest-to-God truth, that this movie is more shocking and more surprising than Infinity War, Endgame, and No Way Home put together, literally nothing is off the table.
And I'm just going to throw it out there. If I am right about all or any of this stuff, then, like, I will still be surprised. Even if I predicted this whole fucking movie, I'll still be surprised, because there is no way that Disney has the balls to do that. And if they do, then I will fucking eat those words, okay?
Yeah, it's like those fucking people that predicted that, like, fucking episode 7 would be called Force Awakens, like, 10 years ago. Somehow, they fucking just put that out there on Reddit, and it was actually real. It somehow came true. And it's just like, what? How did you do that?
Yeah, I was right about almost everything from No Way Home.
I mean, there was still some shit that we were wrong about, but, like, predicting that Aunt May would die, we were going back and forth between Aunt May and Happy.
Yeah.
But Aunt May was, I guess Aunt May was a safer shout, but it was still out there because I wasn't positive they would kill off Aunt May. But now that we see why they did it,
Yeah.
it makes sense. But
Yeah.
Aunt May was safer because it would be more personal to Peter,
And that
obviously.
was my whole argument for that theory, was that
Yeah.
he hasn't had his personal loss yet. And if they were going to kill somebody and make it really fucking matter, it had to be Aunt May. And if they had killed Happy, it would have been sad, but it would not have been as devastating to Peter as Aunt May.
Yeah, exactly.
And given that they just broke that golden rule with the PS4 game, and everybody was okay with it, that wasn't off the table for me. I was like, yeah, she's gonna die.
Fucking crazy. And they did it well, too. And that fucking... Not just her death scene, but the scene immediately after that of him watching J. Jonah Jameson on the big-ass... Oh my god, like, what an amazing scene. Yeah, dude.
That shit was so good. And him crying in the rain was the most Zack Snyder thing I've ever seen in a fucking Marvel movie ever. And I was honestly fully on board with it. It was fucking gorgeous. I loved it.
I'm gonna remember seeing that movie for the first time for the rest of my life. Like, that's core memory unlocked. Like,
you know what? Since you just brought it up, I might as well just fucking say it now.
Yeah.
I'll be making a separate video for this. A very short video. So be on the lookout for that. But I am giving away my digital copy of Spider-Man No Way Home. Only because I pre-ordered the digital and the Blu-ray. So I already have a digital copy. So at 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a free copy of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Hell yeah.
And when that video is up, keep an eye out for it. It'll probably be up tomorrow or the next day. It will have instructions on it for what to do to enter the contest. And then that'll be it.
Oh yeah. Good luck to whoever fucking wins it.
We're going to end this one here, guys. Be sure to comment what you guys think, your fan theories. Who do you want to see in the movie? And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, goodbye.